Banshee's Legacy, Chapter 2, Galway's Teeth, Part 1. The Ford F-150 crept along the shore of Lough Corrib, almost groaning. The engine coughed, its rasp echoing around the sharp bends of the Galway road. The scar on Aoife's left arm throbbed against the steering wheel, an ache whispering that Balor's eyelid was cracking open like a lash. The windshield was fogged. Aoife wiped it with the back of her hand. Galway air rushed in, pink mud, rotten bilberries, and the smell of burnt bog. The Dubliners, the foggy dew played on the radio, sounding like her father's voice. A gouge from the Dullahan's spine whip still scored the hood. The sheen was gone, the steel was cracked. As Aoife glanced at it, she tugged her damp parka straight. The road narrowed between stone walls. Fuchsia bushes danced in the wind. Connemara looked like the heart of a dead kingdom. The letters on the sign were rust-stained. O'Malley Farm, since 1832. Below, a warning. If the land dies, the beast descends into madness. Her boots sank into mud as she reached the yard. There was no sound, only a rooster crowing out of time as the house door creaked open. Fergus O'Malley, leaning on a cane, eyed Aoife. "Are you guest or bane?" "A roof to survive the night." Nothing more, he stepped back. "For 3 nights the ewes have eaten their lambs, as though the soil whispers a curse." Aoife entered. Stone walls were trimmed with wooden carvings, Celtic knots. The same knot was on her father's coin. Her pendant dimmed, trembling so faintly it could barely be seen. Fergus returned from the kitchen with a bowl. "Wild herbs." "Just the thing for a cold night," Aoife sniffed. Peat smoke, sour fruit, a metallic curl. She took a spoonful. It burned her lips, hotter than those frozen nights on Mount Kabyle. At the second spoon, her left hand trembled. At the third, the room blurred. Snow, cold up to her knees, sentry post. Sean beside her, his frozen hands fused to the rifle, his pupils blown wide, last breath turning to frost on the glass. Aoife couldn't scream. A stone blocked her throat. Falling from the bridge, she saw her mother. "Protect my girl." She woke in the barn. On the floor lay a dried hazel twig. Her fingers touched it instinctively. At the touch, her skin cooled. The shaking in her hand eased. Opposite her stood a silver mirror. Its frame was carved from hazel wood. The glass was clouded. In the reflection, a horse appeared, yellow-eyed, pitch-black hide, its muscles seeming to breathe. Then the face turned human. A voice drifted from the mirror. "Protect my son." Aoife flinched. The scar on her left arm glowed from within. Her pendant trembled again. She drew out her silver rope and aimed it at the mirror. The reflection warped, as though the glass were cracking. Behind her came the tap of a cane. Fergus had returned. "Finished your soup?" The sound, like dragging broken glass through honey. In the crack of the mirror, Aoife saw not her own face but her mother's. The silhouette that formed in the mist spoke without moving its lips. "Protect my son." Aoife frowned. Her mother had never borne a son. Was this the Púca's trick, using fears she didn't even know she carried? The pendant pressed to her chest quivered. Where it touched her skin, she felt a muffled current. The mist was deepening, smelling of rotten bilberries and scorched bog. The barn lights went out. Fergus's voice seeped into her mind like fogged glass splintering. "Do you remember what's written on your father's grave?" Thanks for watching Cairo Tales. Like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves dark stories. New chapters every week.